The notion of paying a so-called sin tax on cigarettes or alcohol, things that have been scientifically proven to be detrimental to your health, is nothing new. But the list of things that should potentially be taxed changes with each passing year. A new report by an investment group called FAIR, which advocates for better treatment of animals, argues that a tax on meat is inevitable. Our next guest, though, begs to differ. Sylvain Charlebois is the Dean of the Faculty of Management at Dalhousie University. So, Sylvain, first of all, just tell us why this group is saying that a tax is inevitable. What's their position on this?
So this is a highly influential group stating that perhaps at some point a sin tax on meat is inevitable on the basis that perhaps more and more consumers will become concerned about the ethical treatment of animals, the use of hormones and antibiotics. There's also the argument about the environmental footprint of the livestock industry. More and more people are concerned about how much gas emissions are emitted by the industry itself. And the third layer being argued by the group is the health factor. More and more people are concerned about their health, and even the World Health Organization recently labeled processed meats as cancerous at the same level as asbestos a couple of years ago. So all of these signals are leading this group to believe that at some point, perhaps, we should consider a tax on meat.
And how likely do you think that is?
Well, if you're asking me, I'm not sure we're there yet, because you are talking about slapping a tax on a raw commodity, on food, essentially. And so this could be perceived as a regressive tax. You could penalize many consumers with less means, families who are trying to pull together a decent budget to feed itself. And so this is a bit of a challenge, unlike, say, tobacco or alcohol, where really those products are options. Meat is embedded into our food cultures for centuries. So to actually shift or to force or to invite consumers to change habits overnight is quite challenging.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the trends they're talking about are very evident in society right now. People being very concerned about their health, maybe eating a little less meat. Yes, awareness of those kind of ethical issues around animals. But I read the paper you wrote about this, and you said you thought a tax on meat would be immoral. Why do you say that?
It would be immoral just because, again, meat is still considered as one of the 4 major food groups within the current food guide. Now, bear in mind, Diane, we're about to see a new food guide come out of Health Canada, and the narrative that we're hearing from Health Canada is a plant-based diet. Now, of course, we all think that perhaps the next food guide will discourage consumers from eating more meats or even dairy products. So that's going to be an interesting thing to watch. But moving forward, I do think that habits are really hard to change. And a lot of people do rely on meat products to continue to survive and go through different meals. So again, this is something we need to be careful with.
Well, this is, as you say, it's a powerful and influential group, but from listening to you, it sounds like it's unlikely to ever happen here. Thanks so much for joining us, Sylvain.
All right, thank you.
Sylvain Charlebois is the Dean of the Faculty of Management at Dalhousie University.